This week on RaceChip Insights.
Alright guys, so first stock drive in the 430i.
Original figures claimed by BMW are 258 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque.
But this is a really good car already.
Basically what was engine horsepower before in stock is now wheel horsepower with the tune, which is really cool.
So in my opinion, let's head right to the Autobahn and see how this thing performs from 100 to 200. Let's go.
Hey Philip, I just checked the preview from the 430i video. Didn't you forget something?
Maybe. Welcome back to our channel, guys. There's enough discussion about the design of the brand new 4 Series in the internet, so today we're going to focus on the technical aspects of the 430i.
Guys, as always, we're going to measure the car in stock on our dyno, develop our tune for it, put it on the dyno as well. I'm going to show you the results, and of course we're going to measure 100 to 200 on the Autobahn.
We are looking here at the 430i with 258 horsepower in stock. Pretty sure the front of the new 4 Series is one of the most controversial designs in the last couple of years. But actually in person the front doesn't look that bad. It looks more modern compared to the current 3 Series. And I have to admit, and out myself here, I do like it. BMW had bigger grills in the past as well, so it's not a new thing, more like a bit nostalgic actually. From the side view, it has some design elements out of the A series, however something doesn't quite match the 4 Series in my opinion. Interior looks good and feels quite sporty, like you're used from BMW.
Alright guys, so first stock drive in the 430i. As you all know, there are two more powerful versions, meaning the upcoming 440i and of course the most powerful M4. But today we're driving the most powerful 2-liter variant, so let's see how it performs.
Okay, driving the car in stock now, 30i. It is a lot more sporty than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah, what you can notice right away is something that BMW somehow manages to always do a good job in. Meaning that even though it's a 2-liter turbo engine, which oftentimes tends to be a little bit like torquey, but then there's not a lot of power at the top end. But BMW somehow manages to make it really sporty, meaning you get the power all the way to the rev limiter.
Drives really well. I mean, car corner is quite good as you would expect it from a BMW, but also the engine feels really good, really sporty. As I mentioned, a lot more sporty than I expected.
In terms of engine, yeah, even stock, pretty good job. And everybody who thinks like 430i is not a real BMW and it's not fast, should reconsider because it's already quite a fun car. Sound is also not bad for a 2-liter engine, so good job there.
Yeah, I would say that's it from the stock review. There are tons of other reviews about the 4 Series 30i out there, so I would say we're gonna head to the dyno and check how much power the car got in stock actually. So we measured the car in stock. Please consider that this is the version with the latest emission laws for Europe, so the result might be a little bit different for non-European cars. We measured the car with 266 horsepower, 385 Newton meters of torque,
Original figures claimed by BMW are 258 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. So actually, car got a little bit more horsepower than claimed, a little bit less torque than claimed, than the official figures, but still in the allowed tolerance. So I would say, let's develop the tune for it, and then we're gonna show you the results after the tune. So guys, with the tune we are looking now at 294 horsepower and 425 Newton meters of torque. You have to consider that this is the European version, so it got the latest emission laws, Euro 6D. Car is actually just a few months old. I would expect a little bit more horsepower gain on the US version, as it is not as restrictive as the EU version. In terms of torque, horsepower and so on, as always, you can see here on the screen, thick line is tuned, thin line is stock. We might gonna show you some notifications here, which color is actually what, but orange is torque, red is horsepower, blue is wheel horsepower. As you can see in the mid area, we have a really nice gain. Basically, what was engine horsepower before in stock is now wheel horsepower with the tune, which is really cool. Nice gain all over the RPM range, and I'm absolutely sure that will be an awesome result on the street. So I would say enough of the dyno talk, let's move on to the street, test it there, and of course measure 100 to 200.
Okay guys, back in the 430i, but now with our power enhancement. Let's see how it performs.
So driving a tuned version, so we are looking now at 295 horsepower. You can definitely feel the difference, especially of course in the acceleration.
Thinking a few years back, everyone who kind of wants to have a certain amount of performance knows that a 2-liter engine in a car this size basically isn't the best decision. But like times have changed, and nowadays stock already, but especially with tune, this thing is just really fast.
Car is a little bit more aggressive, however behavior of the engine, so torque curve and everything is basically the same as stock, just a little bit more. As always, why change something which works quite good?
There's not a lot more which you would need. I mean, of course, a 6-cylinder engine has better sound and it is quicker, and we don't have to talk about that it's a better car. But this is a really good car already, and especially with tuning, it's reasonably quick. And I think even 100 to 200, this should perform pretty well.
I would say it actually closes the gap between the 30i and the 40i now with the tune. Of course, 40i is a 6-cylinder, so you actually cannot compare it directly. So I would actually say that is now a 35i, if you want to phrase it like that.
So in my opinion, let's head right to the Autobahn and see how this thing performs from 100 to 200. Let's go.
To sum it up, the new 4 Series is a little bit heavier than its predecessor and the design is controversial, but I think it will grow on most of the people. We improved the 100-200 time quite drastically. The tune really helps the car to make it feel sportier and give it a touch in the right direction. Overall, it is a great car again by BMW, and actually really bold to change the design so drastically. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for the next one.